It will be Smith. Try to get some information from him.
Understood, Holmes.
Okay. Sorry, I had to let my cat out. He wanted out. Okay, so we're at the wasp nest. We will try to... I thought I told you to leave. Nah, I just told him to stop being mean to Squibby.
Hello.
I know you. You're Squibby's
Yep.
guardian angel. You weren't dressed the same last time, but I don't forget a face. No hard feelings, huh? Join me in a glass?
Your Jack the Ripper is on everyone's lips and written in all of the papers. You must be awfully proud of yourself. You have skill, that's for certain. It's a shame you use it to mask rather than discover the truth.
You better believe that I'm going to find out who it is. I got a hold of old Schwartz's interpreter. You know, the Hungarian who saw Liz Stride get it. Doesn't speak a word of English. And when he went round to the station, another Jew went along to interpret. I found that bloke, and he repeated everything that had been said at the station. It won't be long before I find these fellows.
Oh. Many people?
Why do you say these fellows? Were there several of them?
Do you not read the papers, or what? Well, given the rubbish that you read sometimes. Let me explain. At 12:45 a.m., Schwartz goes down Burner Street towards Fairclough, on the side of the road where the Workers' Club is. A bit further from there, just near Dutfield Yard's wooden doors, a chap and a lady are arguing. The Star said that the bloke wanted to push the girl into Dutfield's yard, but the translator told me that Schwartz saw him pulling her towards the road. She doesn't want to follow. He grabs her by the shoulders and throws her to the ground. She falls, bawls a bit, but not too loudly. Old Schwartz is scared, crosses to the other side, but continues in the same direction. The bloke with the girl notices him and yells,
Ooh, Lipsky.
Lipsky! At the same time, another bloke at the corner of Fairclough and Burner who was lighting his pipe gets in on the action. He starts coming towards Schwartz in a menacing way, and Schwartz takes to his heels, doesn't see anything else. Once he finds out that a woman got herself killed, he went to testify, and identified Long Liz Stride as the woman he saw getting thrown about. So there were definitely two blokes, mate. But why am I telling you all this?
In vino veritas.
Goodbye.
I'll take my leave then, Mr. Bulling.
That's right. Till next
Ah,
time.
fuck you, dude. Fuck you. So, let's see. Do you know anything? That was that cutscene that we saw in the last sessions.
A draft, my good man.
Here, sir.
Anything?
Tell me, was it not a mere stone's throw away from here that the Whitechapel killer struck last week?
That'd be Jack the Ripper, that's his name. Slit the throat of a working girl in a small courtyard over there behind them big wooden doors.
Below the Workers' Club?
The very spot, below Lipsky and Co. I wouldn't be surprised if Jack was one of them, if you catch my drift.
Okay. Letsky, what do you know?
Lipsky and Company. Do you mean to say that someone called Lipsky runs this club?
Nah, it's just that it's full of Jews. In Whitechapel, we call them all Lipskys, like that Lipsky who killed that girl in Batty Street last year.
Oh, really?
Last year, a Jew named Israel Lipsky killed a lass who was 6 months pregnant by making her drink acid. One trial and one protest by rabbis later, and he was hanging. By those who don't much like him, the Jews are called Lipskys.
Is the term Lipskys used to refer to the Jews in the area, and is this club frequented by Jews?
You got it. Socialist Jews even. They spend their evenings hollering, singing. I've seen them spitting on the bosses.
What about the victim?
And you know the victim?
No more her than any other. The working girls don't drum up business too much in this street. They need a reason to end up here.
Okay. So pretty much what I'm
Very
telling
well.
myself is
Goodbye.
just go
Cheers.
to the scene of the crime. Underneath the Working Men's Club?
First and foremost, I must find P.C. Smith.
Who?
Good evening, Constable.
Good evening, sir.
I am Dr. Watson. Would you happen to be P.C. Smith, the man who patrols this
Oh, I
beat?
found him. That was simple.
That's me. And you work with the famous Sherlock Holmes, don't you? What can I do for
Well, I
you?
was supposed to be here. Don't tell anybody.
I believe you were on duty the night when the murder took place here. You would certainly be able to confirm a few details, such as the time of death that the medical examiner gave.
It's just that I wasn't there when the body was discovered. I don't think I can help you.
Aww.
But I was told that you had seen the victim that very night.
Indeed, but it was before the murder. I saw her, not far from here. She was talking to a man. It was around 12:30 or 12:35 a.m.
A man?
What did this man look like?
I only saw him from behind, really. He was wearing a short black outfit, a small felt hat like a cap in a dark colour, and a white collar. He seemed to be a respectable type. He was carrying a packet in his hand wrapped in newspaper, about 18 inches long and about 6 inches wide.
His outfit reminds me of someone that I know. Was he a large man, on the older side?
I don't think so, no. Even though I only saw him from behind, I would say that he was barely 30 years old, or even less. Say 28, or even less. 26 years old, and 5 foot 8 inches tall at the very most. He had a small dark brown moustache and an olive complexion, I would say, but once again, I only caught a brief glimpse of his face in three-quarter profile.
Nobody else saw this man?
I discussed this previously with Mr. Eagle, the
Man,
president
workers'
of the
clubs
Workers'
everywhere.
Club. That night he returned around 12:40
Mr. Eagle.
a.m. to the club. He used the passage through Dutfield's yard to get into the club because the main door was locked. He can attest that he didn't see anyone else in the passage at that time, but wasn't really paying attention to who else might have been in Burner Street itself. He was listening to the song coming from the club. In short, no one else saw him.
Well, thank you for having satisfied my curiosity, my friend.
A fine evening to you, Doctor.
Yes. What do you know, Watson? Tell me everything that we just watched. I need to go to... Mabelennon. No, I'm pretty sure it's here.
Well, Watson, let's go to Dutfield's yard.
Oh, okay. Dutchfield's yard. It's not on my map. Let's go here. Okay, so if we follow what happened, we left the bar. Let's actually go back to there.
I have no reason to go that way.
So we left the bar. Here we go.
Dutfield's yard.
It's right here the whole time. Awesome.
Burner Street.
Can't see.
Your interrogation of P.C. Smith has proven to be very shrewd and of great interest. Thanks to the information I've managed to gather and that you were able to read in my notes in Baker Street, Watson, we can recreate what happened that fateful night at this location. Dutfield's Yards, to be precise, the site of Liz Stride's murder.
Yes. Okay, I already done this. Why the fuck?
What shall we do, Holmes?
This door leads to the club for Jewish socialist workers.
Ah.
Watson, imagine the victim laid down there on the ground.
Okay.
Her right hand, it is bloody, as is her wrist.
Okay. Can I go back to it? Thank you.
Her left hand, it is closed around a bag of pastils. The throat, there is but one clean cut, slightly slanted downwards.
We're gonna need more pigs! Nope, blood splatter don't matter.
The ground is muddy.
Yeah.
her knees and dress